Hey everyone, Dusty Go-Goat here. On the horizon, we have BDSP. Today, I've got a special rumor for you. We're talking Mega Evolution, Legendary, and Mythical post-game content. Get comfortable, I can't wait to talk about this. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. This is the #1 place for rumors, leaks, and speculation. Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl leaks. I am only sharing this information due to the confusion around the Faithful Remakes line. Faithful Remakes. A majority of the fans believe this means a 1-to-1 remake. This is unequivocally not true. This simply means this is a retelling of the original story, but with tweaks similar to how Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire were faithfully remade to Ruby and Sapphire with modern updates. 90% of the story was the same as the original games, and that will be the case with these remakes as well. So the first thing I think about when we're referencing Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire is how there's a lot that's in the game that changes, right? Like Mauville City, it's no longer a city, it's like a complex. Well, it's more than a city, it's like a giant shopping mall. Things like that really transformed Oras into something completely different from the original Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I've played those games so many times, and when I go back and play Oras, it does feel like a new experience, especially because, I mean, with everything else, the 3D models, etc. On this train of thought, I wonder if locations like Sunny Shore City will really be built up to show the transformation that technology can have on something as simple or as natural as a seashore. I mean, it is the electric gym city, right? Like, it should be brought into the 21st century. And if we are to assume that Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, if these games are in the Mega timeline, what kind of technologies that were explained in Oras will be brought into into these games? Continuing, like every remake since X and Y, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and Let's Go, the Sinnoh games take place in the Mega Evolution timeline. This is how Diamond and Pearl will be faithful to the story, but still have a modern twist. In the base game, the story will be the same as the original games, but Megas will be introduced after the 3rd gym battle with Maylene. Okay? After battling Maylene in a gym battle, Maylene will state that she thinks you have potential to master Mega Evolution and will challenge you with the Mega Lucario. Thus is a callback to how X and Y originally gave you Mega Evolution to the player after beating the 3rd gym leader, whose ace is Lucario. Mega Stones can be found in the underground as soon as the exploration kit is given to the player, but Mega Evolution Band isn't given to the player until they beat Maylene's Mega Lucario. Oh, so I really like this. It seems like Mega Stones will be discoverable in the underground. So while you're searching for fossils and evolution stones, you're also gonna find Mega Evolution stones. And I wanna say there's like at least 30 stones to find. That'll be a lot of fun, and that'll give a lot of value in playing in the underground, especially throughout the game, right? You get a Pokemon that you like. Let's say you find, you get a Ghastly, it evolves into a Gengar, you're all excited, and then you're thinking to yourself, I think this can Mega Evolve. Now, without waiting till the end of the game, you have the option to start grinding in the underground, trying to find that Mega Gengarite. And having access to this after the 3rd gym, that's honestly really early in the game. Seriously, I've come around in the last few months on Mega Evolution. I'm excited. I really want. I'm not holding my breath. I want new Mega forms. I think there's been a lot of quote-unquote leaked evidence. The big question is how they're gonna incorporate Megas alongside Dynamax if they're both included. So gym leaders 4 through 8, the Elite Four, Cynthia and Cyrus all have Mega Pokemon in battle. Gym leaders 1 through 3 will also use Mega Evolution during their rematch after beating the main story and completing the post-game. Mega Evolution is going to be integral to the story. You're going to be playing and battling like fully powered rivals throughout the game. Since the base Platinum Dex has so many returning Megas, only 10 new Megas were introduced. 10 new Megas. That's not nothing. That's a lot of Pokemon. New Megas were only created to give each gym leader and Elite Four member a Mega as well as a Mega for each starter. Wow. So every single Mega that's featured on a gym leader or a rival is gonna be new. That's That's exciting. So it's not like Crasher Wake's gonna have a Mega Gyarados or Cyrus is gonna have Mega Houndoom. They're gonna be new Pokemon. Maybe Mega Luxray or Mega Electivire on the 8th gym leader. Let's continue. It says Rourke gets a Mega Rampardos. Gardenia gets a Mega Cherim. Wow. Maybe like a grass fire type, really emphasize the sun aspect of its ability and its design concept. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe Rampardos could be Rock Dragon. That's what I want to see. Mega Lucario for Maylene. Crasher Wake gets Mega Gyarados. Okay, so that's not new. Crasher Wake is not new. Mega Gyarados does exist. Fantina gets Mega Gengar. But this is going against what it just said. Did I read that wrong? Byron gets Mega Bastiodon. Cool. Mega Bastiodon. That'd be like a giant, really emphasize the castle theme. Yeah, you could do a lot of stuff with that. I honestly would think Mega Bastiodon would look better as a Gigantamax. Emphasize the castle theme, make it huge. It's essentially a giant city. Candace, the ice trainer, gets Mega Abomasnow. Volkner, that's his name, gets Mega Electivire. Yes, Mega Electivire. That's incredible. Okay, now going on to the Elite Four. Aaron, the bug trainer, gets a Mega Scizor. Love it. Bertha, I think she's ground type, gets Mega Hippowdon. That's cool. Mega Hippowdon would be very nice. I think there was another rumor we were reading that also said that there was going to be a Mega Hippowdon. Continuing the Fire Elite Four member, Flint, he gets a Mega Magmortar. Magmortar was a jarring design when it was first introduced because it's so different from Magmar. But now that both of these Pokemon, these Sinnoh forms, are 10 years old. They're as real as Magmar. He's got flamethrowers for arms, right? Lucian, he's the Psychic type. He gets a Mega Alakazam. And then Cynthia gets a Mega Garchomp. I guess that makes sense. That is her ace. Would have been cool if they did something different. Maybe Mega Milotic or Mega Togekiss. But Mega Garchomp. Now we have Cyrus. That's the big bad. He has a Mega Weavile. That makes sense. That is his ace. Mega Weavile would be really cool. Weavile is nice. I've always liked the Sneasel design. It's nostalgic, but I also just like, I don't know why, but I like Sneasel way more than Weavile. It's cool that, this line is getting, allegedly is going to get some Mega forms. That's awesome. Let's continue. Dialga and Palkia also get new forms, but it is unclear if it's a primal reversion or something new. This is why Dialga and Palkia were not shown in the trailer. So this person's claiming that they don't know at the time of this post whether or not Dialga or Palkia are gonna get some sort of new form. So Dialga and Palkia are gonna get a new form, but they could be primal, they could be like a new future form, a space form. This is what I want, a corrupted Distortion World form. How cool would that be? Giratina sucks these Pokemon into the Distortion World and they take on ghostly attributes. So now you have a water ghost and a steel ghost, Dialga and Palkia. How cool would that be? They'd truly be like a shadow form of Dialga and Palkia. I'm thinking of Shadow Lugia and how edgy that Pokemon looks. Imagine we get that for Dialga and Palkia. The rest of the remaining Mega Pokemon not normally found in Sinnoh, such as Pidgeot, Beedrill, etc., can be found on the post-game island fight area. Oh, okay. Their corresponding Mega Stones can also be found in the underground, but only by using the exploration kit on that island. That totally makes sense. It locks it away as post-game content. The only other tweaks to the story will be in the post-game. Okay, post-game. We're entering post-game territory. Giratina will not receive its own story like Rayquaza. Instead, by bringing both Dialga and Palkia to the Spear Pillar, it will open a portal to the Distortion World to capture Giratina. This is meant to be a callback to Platinum. Darkrai and Cresselia will receive a post-game story that will allow the player to catch the mythical Pokemon Darkrai, similar to how the Delta episode allows the catching of Deoxys. Yes, post-game content with some of these legendaries. Darkrai and Cresselia were always interesting because Cresselia is so easy to get. It's a standard legendary, while Darkrai was relegated to, mythical status, and then because of that, you could just never get it. You could never capture Darkrai, except for an event or hacking. I'm looking at you. Yeah, I know you had a Game Shark growing up. And they both have their own island, right? And there is a side quest, right, with that guy who's sleeping. And I think that's how you get Cresselia. Spoke about nightmares. The guy in the bed spoke about nightmares. But I never got the Darkrai. I'm totally on board for them bringing Darkrai into legendary status. People talk about it, Deoxys being dethroned as a mythical. It's still a mythical, it's accessible in the game now with a story. Honestly, Platinum was one of the first games that allowed you to capture so many post-game legendaries. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, they did this as well, as did Black 2 and White 2. And I feel like after those games, in the current era of 3D Pokemon, post-game legendaries have been really more of a checklist task, right? Like you go through portals. It's mostly been portals, right? Like if BDSP allows me to capture Darkrai, Cresselia, even more mythical Pokemon, I'd be very happy. Continuing, while this may sound like a lot of changes on paper, most of these changes don't affect the story, just gameplay. Other updates include the introduction of modern moves, the fairy typing, of course, the base Pokedex being the Platinum Dex. That is honestly a huge improvement. The original Diamond and Pearl are tough to play. They're so slow and the Dex is limited. It feels like half of the new Pokemon in the game, and the Sinnoh Pokemon in the game, you can't even get. This having the Platinum Dex is chef's kiss. In-game trades for regional variants, such as trading Ponyta for Galarian Ponyta, that is a really nice touch. Similar to how Let's Go had in-game trades for Alolan forms, unfortunately it appears HMs will be making a return, and following Pokemon does not appear to be available in the entire game. That is soul crushing. If they're gonna make this game 2D, all they need to do to make this a beautiful game is just have Pokemon following. Following Pokemon existed in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and I think because of that, Heart Gold, Soul Silver are the definitive Generation 4 games, at least for me. Tell me if I'm wrong, but for me, when I want to play Gen 4, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, that's the game to play. It is so immersive with the following Pokemon. I know some of you don't think it's like that big of a deal, but for me, the immersion is incredible. For more Pokemon speculation, click right here. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck hunting.